The ongoing disaster, which is being referred to as a biblical washout, has already resulted in one death. This unfortunate death is just the most recent in a long chain of mysterious deaths that have happened at the Burning Man Festival over the years. In 2014, Alicia Capiccio was killed just after midnight when she was hit by what they call an art car. In 2015, Scott Stevenson died, reportedly of natural causes, overnight while he was there helping to build Black Rock City. Burning Man is held.
Yes, this one shocked me. Recently, The View had a segment. They have been off on air for some time. They are calling out Trump, blaming him for what is going on in Nevada. They are blaming Trump for the Burning Man. According to this article I came across,
As you can see, Whoopi is not here. She has COVID. Yes, it's back. It's back.
It's back.
But she's on the mend. She's on the tail end, and she'll probably be back this week. But so, are you guys following the Burning Man story in Nevada at all?
Yes. I'm
Anybody
obsessed with
watching this? What's going on there? It's an annual week-long event. It focuses on self-expression. It takes place in the Black Rock Desert in Nevada. I couldn't think of anything I would rather not do than that.
Yeah.
I never even went to Woodstock. I mean, I could have, but I was home with a baby, and they were all getting high. To me, it was a non-hap, that whole thing, and so is this. And yet, thousands showed up. Why?
And they got stranded, over 70,000.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the premise because going out into the deep desert in the heat with like no bathrooms and no food trucks and no like performances or no sponsors.
So why did they
sounds
go?
like a nightmare.
Yeah.
But they've been going since 19.
It was music.
No, it's not.
You just go out there for nothing?
Yeah, there's like self-performances, I guess. You become creative and create this community. So I'm still trying to figure out why.
I'm obsessed with this story. It's like Fire Festival for boomers, kind of.
Someone just told me Diplo was going to perform.
So, yes, and this is my favorite part. So Diplo ends up hitchhiking with Chris Rock, Cindy Crawford, her daughter Kaya Gerber, and Austin Butler, who won an Oscar. This is like an
Why were they all
A+
there?
crowd. But some nothing, driver by
apparently.
is like, wait, stop, that's Diplo. What human could identify Diplo before Cindy Crawford or Chris Rock?
Yeah.
I mean,
My husband's daughter has gone to Burning Man. She loves it. There she is representing the Cuban American community with her friends. I cannot believe there's more than one Cuban American kid who goes to this.
Yeah.
And she said that her best friend said to her, there is nowhere else I'd like to be stranded in. If you're gonna get stranded, there's no better place to be stranded than Burning Man. And I'm like, can I talk to you about Paris? Or Mykonos?
Did she explain, why?
Because she says it's about community building, it's about gifting, not bartering. It's an entire
Showering
vibe.
This is one of the many tragedies this summer due to climate change. This
Yeah.
is another one of those. They
The
better
Maui
deal with
fires
this. This is the number one existential problem in this.
It rained
now.
3 months worth over
And-
24 hours.
But when I hear Republicans say, oh, it's not man-made, it's not about fossil fuels. You know, when Trump was president, all of that went up. The fossil fuel
Yes, it
usage
did.
went up.
And the
He's a
regulations
menace to
went
the
down.
planet. Please don't vote for him. I'm begging you. Get him out of here. He's so dangerous.
But I'm glad you mentioned that because
He's so dangerous.
It's important to keep mentioning and try to see how we help the Maui fires.
Yeah.
How
That was so
Hurricane
tragic.
Idalia in Florida.
That was a horrible, horrible,
horrible fires in
It's
Greece.
like a nuclear bomb hit that poor place.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
California.
there were
California.
fires in Greece. There were fires in Italy.
Yeah.
Phoenix had 116-degree temperature. Palm Springs must have been over 100.
Yeah.
Hurricane Idalia hitting the Big Bend in Florida.
The aquifers are drying up. If we don't have water, we can't exist.
Yeah.
They have to stop
oceans are
denying
warming
and
too
stop
much.
with the fossil fuels and whatever else is causing this. I'm begging you, don't vote for him. We'll be right back.
honestly, I thought they were off air. I'm still shocked to realize they are coming back. There has never been a single segment they don't call Trump's name. Just when I thought the view would change, there are real issues plaguing the society they will not address. They have not bothered to look into Biden's visit to Hawaii. They have not even asked Biden why he was having vacation, why the people of Hawaii were suffering. They have not bothered to ask these questions. But the first thing that is running through them, Like my friend said, Trump derangement syndrome. That is actually what they are facing. That is the first person that is running through them. I understand if they don't call Trump's name, no clicks. Because when they do that, and we are talking about that, and we are talking about them, they are excited. I've realized this with a view, which is concerning. How on earth will you go further to say Trump is to be blamed for what is going on in Navada? I believe maybe at a certain point they will even blame what is going on in Maui on Trump. Joy Behar now says fossil fuel was actually increasing during Trump area. So what is going on is climate change. You can clearly see exactly how this was unhinged. Sometimes when I see videos coming from the view, I don't want to react, but when I saw this, it is just in line with what I've been putting out here. I want to know your thought, partaking through this. It has reached a certain level. Sometimes when I see this, I get offended. Somebody is just there resting. You will be on air because you want to get traction, people to talk about you. You will say some kind of ridiculous things. I've never watched a single segment where these people will give out point. You can see it and really discuss real issues. There are many societal issues for them to tackle. They will not focus on that. They have not bothered to ask why Joe Biden is not helping the people of Hawaii. Why he decided to give them $700. Those are the kind of questions they could have been raising, but they will not do that. The first thing that will come on air is to call Trump's name. Those are kind of things that when I get, it irritates me to a certain level. The View returned from their summer vacation following the Labor Day weekend on Tuesday for their 27th session, and the cackling coven of ABC News co-hosts were itching to take sweep at former President Trump since they missed most of the indictment. Fill-in moderator Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, was out with COVID despite being vaccinated and was so scared of the possibility of Trump winning in 2024 that she blamed him for the reigning mess at Burning Man. Meanwhile, staunchy racist Tony Huston and Fox consecutive Alyssa Farrell Griffin were putting their eggs in the 14th Amendment basket to supposedly bar Trump from running without a convictions of any kind. Bear opened their hot topic segment by quipping how they missed a law this summer and suggested without evidence that people were clamoring to get their hot takes. People were writing on Facebook, when we are coming back, I'm sure you are missing everything. We want to hear what you have to say, so let's say what we have to say today, she proclaimed. So, there is anything that we can do to stop this guy from running, because obviously he is a traitor.
The heartbreaking stories of families are ohana